Okay, sorry, I'm late. I was talking with a friend and I got invested in the conversation. It already got message today, I think. I am late 14 minutes, so we already lost this entire hour. Because of me not being able to stop talking. Phainon, can you not? I'm starting to think that she's doing those sounds because someone was born to do this. Someone had dirty pots. Not me. I thought I could. You can. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's go where I was supposed to go.
What are you folks going to do next?
Teleport. Exhaustion envelops you. At this moment, no god of Amphorus could pull your gaze away from this lounge chair. Okay. Wait, something seems off. Did you notice? You can say more than single words now. Wow, you can speak in full sentences. Maybe it gives you more personality. Why aren't your words enunciated? Ew, hooey. Now, mem sounds like Mark 7. Exactly, 1-to-1. I don't know how to explain this, but the manner of speaking, even though she's only doing ma'am, from the sentences. I read the sentences and I get March 7th feeling. Wait, who are you really? So can you tell me about yourself now? Exactly the same sentences that I would expect Mark would say. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm the protagonist here. So, once again, it's all down to one girl and her dog. We are an ensemble cast. Hey, I didn't pick that one. Why are you speaking as if I picked that? I will take the break too. Light up the starry sky till the book appears in heaven. Having learned about Custom Criminal's past, now drop in the trance of nameless recollection. Whose visage comes into view? Record Medea's story on the empty page. Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I listen. A name bathed in blood. Chapter A. Is it like a story? Among the soldiers there was the famed city-state criminal.
There's no glory to be found in an accolade, only obtainable through slaughter.
A place every warrior longs for. Hey! I didn't read that page.
Huh. He managed to survive all of that?
Even the god of death turned him away.
It goes too
Arrogant
quickly.
amateur historian. This is pomegranate juice.
Can I start again? Can you go back? Now I can go back. Now I can read on my very own page. Among the soldiers, there was the famed city-state Kremnos, a place every warrior longed for. To be crowned champion of the Kremnos festival was an honor that only the cream of the crop could attain. There is no glory to be found in an acolyte only obtainable through slaughter, and man blocks my way. His name is Medemos, crown prince of Phainon. Despite being a man of a few words, news of his deeds had traveled far and wide. His tale is an extraordinary one, they say. Cast off a cliff by his father at birth, he plunged into the sea of souls and drifted for 9 years. He managed to survive all of that. Even the god of death turned him away. An immortal body, a gift bestowed from the man. As with every other priceless heir in employers, a blessing, yet also his curse. The taciturn man is seated at the table, expecting me to break the silence. Before us is the cup filled to the brim with a crimson liquid. People considered it a Kremnoan tradition to stain their bodies with fresh blood. What? In popular legend, everybody on the battlefield was taken. Arrogant amateur historian. He sees straight through my pretense, his gaze as keen and piercing as lion. This is pomegranate juice, the man scoffs. The reason it's called a wild tale is because Castrum Kremnos has long died. When their god descended into madness, the city likewise became shrouded in fog. Rumor has it that during the final battle of Castrum Kremnos, this man too took to the battlefield. Cutting down countless foes, fighting in a sea of blood, he drove his spear through the heart of the enemy king. Yet the tip of that spear was directed at his own homeland. A chatter breaks out among the people and the man rises to leave. The truth of such rumors he speaks only through his disdain to flesh. Truth of such rumors he speaks only through his distance to flesh. A silhouette of a body that has withstood endless trials and faced death innumerable times, but bore not a single mark. Medamos, the hero of yore, now a traitor. Hey, I didn't finish reading. Oh. Why is this so serious? What are you doing here? What's with the book? How did you end up turning into paper? I was deep in sleep and the next thing I knew I woke up here. Since you're here too, does that mean... Did our hearts connect in a dream? Exactly, that's exactly it. There must be another explanation. Is there a way we can avoid meeting? I have no idea, everything is a bit fuzzy. I'll just say it's some kind of mystical bond for now. Although I'm completely in the dark, I adore this story. They say dreams are veils cast by ornaments. Could this be a gift from them? It appears that Titan cherishes you just as much as I do. I get it, a bedtime story. Reading can be such a drag, but still, is there any reward for this? I love bedtime stories. Please read one to me. I've got the hunch that the beautiful star with the soul is a treasure that brings story. In our travels ahead, we are sure to encounter many moments. So let's keep our eyes peeled and dive into reading together. We need to collect tons of bedtime stories. Then, Talia, you can read them to me. His home has long been covered in dust. Like that previous city named Kremnos, the man's past is equally veiled in shadows. Only his infamy as the Kingslayer is recounted in echo. His immortal and woundless body barred all swords and blades, and also dispelled curiosity in his gaze. Instead, look at his rose, for that is the only way to pry into his fighting heart. He inflamed the path ahead with fire, and his road home shall be paved in blood. So I can't come back to the finish process forever. That's not okay. I didn't read all the sentences.
You should take this opportunity to rest, Lord Phainon. The core flame ritual is tomorrow.
Today, tomorrow, what difference does it make? It's always morning in Akima under Kethali's protection. So long as the light continues to shine this brightly, I won't be getting any sleep. Why force myself to shut my eyes when I can instead take this time to calm my mind and gather my thoughts? That counts as rest too.
Have you thought things through, then?
Not at all. Everything's a jumbled mess still. I don't even know where to start. The core flame was blazing hot in my palm in the beginning. But it has completely cooled off now. I can barely feel it. Miss Castoris, does this mean I'm a good match for Nikador?
I don't quite get how it works. But if it's going to put you at ease, then I will say yes to that.
Thank you. That's the abyss in the distance. Oh, that reminds me of the question I didn't get to ask. Back in the temple with the scales of justice, when Orynyx was trying to deter us, why did you stop me, Miss Castoris?
Because I knew there must be another solution. Something more important than the fate of Amphorius. It is far too cruel and unfair to ask that of you.
You should know that I would have gone ahead if Dan Heng hadn't come up with an answer in time.
I know. We should not have hesitated then. I stopped you before I even realized it myself. It's fortunate we had the both of them there with us.
Yeah. It's a good thing we had them.
What would you do otherwise? Should I be worried?
Are you still thinking about the past, Lord Phainon?
Every waking moment. I lied to the two demigods just now. I told them the duty of the Chrysos heirs is all I think about now. Do you think I managed to slip by Aglaïa's golden threads this time?
No one fools her, Lord Phainon. She merely chooses to turn a blind eye to our lies.
You're right. How foolish of me to think I got away with it. I often wonder if someone as ordinary as me can really become a hero. I thought defeating Nikador would quell the voice of doubt in my mind. But it has only grown louder.
I don't have the right words for you now, but I know you're far from ordinary, Lord Phainon. Mighty often calls you Deliverer in jest, but I don't believe he means it mockingly.
I should probably shut out these pointless thoughts and empty my mind until the hour of the ritual. I did that before sitting for Treeby's history exam. Who in the world could hope to go over those piles of documents and slates? I decided I was better off resigning myself to fate. That way I'd get more time to play and practice with my sword.
Lol, he's not good at history. Or studying!
How did you do on the exam, then?
My score? I don't remember anymore. All I remember is Treeby punishing me to a full week of cleaning the Chrysos heir's bath, and no one was allowed to help me.
So you failed!
So High Priest Treeby can be strict too. Please continue with this mentality, Lord Phainon. I believe you'll be all right.
Thank you, Miss Castoris. I think I'll stay here for a little while and keep all of those unruly thoughts out. It's not like anything will come of them anyway. The sights of Aedes Elysiae, my homeland, have been flashing before my eyes lately. Those Kremnoans mastered some cutting-edge technology. If only I could separate my soul from my body too. That way I'd be able to fly my soul back to the comforting fields of my homeland anytime. That's the only place I can be momentarily at peace.
Hertas, you?
An utterly Feel free to replace blank with whatever description you see fit. Oh, I bet you're as curious as I am. So, what's going to happen next? Oh, keep it together. All that excitement isn't going to get you anywhere, you know? Why don't you follow me into another tale on the other side of the cosmos? Ta-da! Recognize this place? Herta Space Station. The base of a genius and the cradle of science. Look at all these puppets! Aren't they dearly exquisite? Let's just say I've already heard many others secretly gushing. She looks so pretty on more than one occasion. If you ask me though, they barely did justice to Madame Herta's beauty. Maybe just 10%. No, not even 1% of the real deal. Now, I'm no fawner here, just stating an objective fact. Remember this scene? Oh, it evokes so much emotion in me. The esteemed Madame Herta, Genius Society number 83, asking the great Noose a question. An attempt to gain a peek into the divinity's mysteries through them. Alright, so continuing from where we left off last time, this is where everything would begin for the genius smart enough to rewrite the history of the entire
Fourth mirror? Who exactly are you talking to?
Why, I was just ramping it up for our grand appearance, Madame Herta.
So a dramatic debut? But what are the odds of that happening? Sure, slightly plausible, if I did manage to talk to Droid Head. But guess what's the problem? They have no reaction whatsoever.
But look at this, Madame Herta. You're standing before Noose here.
Oh, that? That's a hologram. What? I can't possibly summon the real Droid Head here, can I?
Wait, what? You mean to say you've just been reciting your lines before a hologram?
Yeah, creating dramatic value. Isn't that what you're most obsessed with? Moving on. Don't try, but you wouldn't even begin to imagine how difficult it is to send a message to Noose. And I went all out for it. Powering the audience system alone required me to reconfigure the energy supply of the entire space station. I had to switch it to hibernate mode before rebooting everything. Do you have any idea how much that costs?
How much? How much?
I'm not in charge of finance. Go pose that to Asta instead.
Oh, you don't know either. Oh.
I am Herta herself, the emanator of erudition, and a true blue genius. Why would I be holding the purse strings? That menial task is beneath me.
Lol.
You're absolutely right, Madame Herta. The IPC should really be providing a genius like you with all that you require, so you can freely dive into any research that tickles your fancy. With that said, Herta herself, emanator of erudition and true blue genius. What do you plan to do now?
What else can I do? Identify what's malfunctioning within the audience system and fix it, of course.
Don't take offense to my candid words, Madame Herta. You may be proficient in many aspects, but is hands-on work really one of your strong suits? I humbly suggest for you to contact Steven instead.
Contact him and expose how I shelled out a bomb to send a message to Droid Head, only to screw up everything else?
All right. I get it.
A bomb? When? Why? I already forgot the last update.
Good that you do. There. That's the audience systems terminal. Come, walk with me. We'll check what's wrong with it.
Aye, ma'am. Oh, but I can't walk. I can only float.
What's with your witty remarks today?
So the last POV is Herta. And then we come back to the story.
This is the audience system? It It looks just like the simulated universe.
Keen observation. They share the same fundamental logic and are pretty much identical in that regard.
Ah, I see. We call this referencing and not appropriation, right?
One more stupid remark from you, and you can watch Fifth Mirror reference your role because I'm going to be dropping you as my assistant.
Lol.
Focus now. The audience system is divided into 3 zones: energy supply, computing, and communications. Each zone operates independently and will only be integrated via the path of erudition when the system is booted. Sending a message to Droid Head involves more intricacies than you can imagine. If routine trials and maintenance on such an elaborately sophisticated system are already as bad as squaring circles, then it's no surprise for glitches like this to crop up.
I see. So, Madam Herda, can you use your professional judgment to tell which zone the glitch is in?
Of course, all 3. No sweat. They'll be up and running again after some simple technical tweaking. The 3 zones are compartmentalized, so we're going to have to troubleshoot them one at a time. Let's start with the energy supply zone. Get ready, and then we'll go over it.
I'm just a mirror, Madam Herda. If you're ready, then your reflection in me will also be ready to go. Brr, why is this energy supply zone so cold? Brr, I'm already frosting up.
Why else? I've converted the energy core that supplies all of Herda Space Station into imaginary state and stored it in this zone. If not for the ultra-low temperature here, the space station would have long blasted up into the sky.
But aren't we already in the sky?
You're just a mirror? I don't need you to take on comic relief, too. Where did those things come from? Corrupted data? Reanimated systemic rust? No, not likely. It can't be the Legion's second ambush, right? Whatever. We have to get rid of them anyway. All right, stay close and try to avoid shattering to pieces.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
And Madam Herda never fails to impress. Those things are no match for you.
A piece of cake. Now that this place is cleaned up, let's set everything in order and move on to the next zone.
What in the... How did all these disgusting bugs get in here?
We're going to need out-of-this-world computing capability if we hope to meet Droid Head. If we can't churn out calculations faster than a Yottaflop's computer, then we can forget about having them notice our existence. But computers with too high a computing capability tend to attract computing stings like them. No one knows how these creatures evolved from their progenitor, the propagation.
Ah, the mysteries of life. But even so, they can't compare to a talking mirror. A question on the side, Madam Herda? You have these powerful supercomputers and all. So, what are they normally programmed to calculate?
Is that important? All that matters is that they work and are able to attract Droid Head's attention.
I suggest meeting Miss Asta for a chat when you have time.
Idea, right? Of what? You start a computing or something very stupid. Also, why the swarm is attracted by supercomputers? Is it the new information now? I always thought that they just existed. I never thought that they were attracted by high computing capabilities.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Yeah, help me! Go from those bugs got onto my reflective surface!
Clean up after yourself. Can't you just wipe it off with your hands?
Ah! Good one there.
With those annoying bugs squashed, we're done fixing the computing zone too. These computers will get up to speed soon. Now we're just one final step away from requesting an audience with Droidhead.
Our last stop is the communication zone?
Oh? You have a good memory. Let's go see what's wrong in that zone.
What's all this? I didn't think your puppets would be in here too, Madam Herta.
Unsurprisingly, the communication zone is where a bridge for communication will be formed between Droidhead and the space station. Aggregating the path energy of the erudition, then firing a bond at the Eon. This is as good as tapping someone on the shoulder who's sure to turn back to look at you. Alas, our work is never this simple. Putting aside all that onerous legwork, a single glance from Droidhead could vaporize the entire space station if we're ill-prepared.
I see! So letting the space station go into hibernation is a protective measure of sorts. To prevent it from slipping into operational overload and turning into a scrap world?
Very perceptive for a mirror.
Mirror see. And here. Mirror do. No, I neither have eyes nor ears. This zone seems to be functioning fine. These puppets are doing their job, and I don't see any obvious malfunction.
Things may look fine only on the surface.
Madam Herta, behind you. Huh? What does she want?
Let me take a look. This puppet should be number 2757.
How did you tell?
Shh! Don't distract me when I'm checking the puppet's parameters. 2757. That's strange.
What's wrong? Madam Herta?
The replica personality module is off. Well, that can't be. This parameter is set to be enabled by default. And the utterly absurd module has also been disabled? Something's definitely wrong here. I checked a couple days ago and made sure every puppet has it switched on. The attack, anything, everything module
No, wait. Why do you even have such presets?
is enabled. Intruder detected.
Lol.
Drats. Come and help me, Mirror. Anything, everything, attack!
Ah, Jesus, guys. I need,
These are mimetic remnants of the Remembrance? So they were the ones that corrupted and tampered with the settings of my puppets?
wait, I need to take a quick break. Jesus Christ, suddenly someone wants something from me. First my boss, now a neighbor. Like, she is lucky that I hear voices outside. Speaking of voices, I should probably check where my cat is. Just a second more. My cat is hidden for no reason.
That's half the work.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Destined for oblivion.
Puppet down.
Dad, what a close shave. But why are these remembrance memes even showing up here?
That's not the only one. Look at them. Number 7631 and number 10136 are affected too.
Can't you do a factory reset on them?
Sorry to disappoint. The Absolutely Not module has been enabled, so not even I get to bypass its permissions.
Wow, what?
Whoopsie. What were you really trying to achieve with these creations?
Exactly my question.
Just some toys to amuse myself with. Finding the source of the corruption can wait. These puppets no longer have use now that I'm here. Take them all out. Defective goods ought to be sent back to the repair center.
I urge you to go easy on them for the sake of the space station.
Do I have any place where I can... Yes, I have to eat something. Just manage my hand.
Storm's on the horizon.
Ah, I can't do that? Jesus.
Again.
Eternal sleep.
Annoying. I thought I can do it quickly, but no. Why should you make it easy for
Enemy
me?
targets detected.
That's half the work. On the still waters of oblivion, I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You chose the wrong enemy. Ha!
Commencing support. It came together.
Another journey destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid.
Analyze. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's settle this.
On the still waters of oblivion, I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Eternal sleep. The dead return! Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Repay.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
I'll see you off.
I see through you.
You chose the wrong enemy.
No matter.
On the still waters of oblivion.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another? A quick divination. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion?
They're completely battered,
The
save
combat
for
report will be ready
their
soon.
heads.
Well, never strike someone in the face. The same goes for puppets. I'm picking up signals from more puppets somewhere further in. Let's go take a look.
I have to fight all the puppets. Ultimate puppet? Yeah, ultimate puppet.
Number 0988. The pride of my creations.
Should I even be curious?
Puppets before her were all as dull as brick walls, mundane and uninspired. I distinctly recall number 0988 being the first puppet I imbued with a magical surprise. Some other puppets that came later also got to enjoy similar privileges.
Good to know. But did anyone ask?
Fear not, Mira. You have to remember that being a genius means you're destined to solve challenge after challenge. There's no time for rest.
Can I just be on the sidelines this time?
Oh shit.
Eternal slip. The dead return!
You're not going to do it on my watch.
Human creations.
Don't get complacent.
Enemy targets detected.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Repay.
A quick divination. Together as one.
Eternal slip. The dead return! I'll see you off.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Yin and yang.
On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We came together.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Again?
All things in the human creations. Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. No matter.
I'll see you off. The dead return!
Yin and yang.
Destined for oblivion.
Nothing major.
A quick divination.
Again?
You chose the wrong enemy.
Yin and yang. Enemy targets detected. Ouch.
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Repay.
Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Enemy data set. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'll see you off.
I see through you.
I underestimated you.
Commencing support.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Destined for oblivion. Again?
Ay. No!
Enemy data secure. Net
Acheron!
markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
My attacker just died. Should have used his ult right away, yeah.
The dead return! Nothing major.
What's happening? What was my team for the swarm again? So this is definitely not my team for the swarm. Oh, that. I thought I would be fighting puppet, not swarm. That's anti-era. Oh, well, ooh. Didn't realize that.
Number 09.
Let's see.
Eternal the dead return! Nothing major.
Stop it.
Receive divinity. Repay.
You look tough. Expand your thinking.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal the dead return!
Enemy targets detected.
Another on the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Nothing major.
I'll
Ice
see
my
you
kid
off.
are dying.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Open sesame.
We have the upper hand. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Free will, or was it fate destined for oblivion? Again?
Receive divinity.
Don't worry, it's just a scream.
Curiosity.
Endless riddles.
Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Another journey begins.
That was also bad. Ah, I hate Swarm. I hate Swarm. Hate Swarm. Right.
Infallible. All things human creations.
Impressive. Almost. Open sesame.
Commencing support.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Impressive.
Yin and yang. A quick divination.
I have something for you.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Yin and yang.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Ooh, she just destroyed it.
Ready for another? I see through you, together as one. Human creations.
Time for an overhaul.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking.
Ouch!
Ay, 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 ay.
Enemy data secure.
Calm down.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Curiosity. There's a endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
No matter.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Run.
Ay, 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 ay. We're so close and so far. Ah! Jesus Christ, I hate this. And I get casual mode. Thank you.
All things human creations. No matter.
You look tough. Expand your thinking.
Ouch. Converge and awaken.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Open sesame.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. I see through you.
I have something for you.
Expand your thinking.
No matter. Yin and yang. All things human creations.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Oh, that was close. I almost shattered.
Don't be melodramatic. Working even a single brain cell of mine to take out foes like her is an outright waste of my smarts.
I take it we've taken care of the problems in all 3 zones? Does that mean?
Not yet. There's something else we need to deal with. It seems we've had a little tag-along all this while.
You've got quite the sharp eye, Manamerta. Would you like us to help?
Sure. Go ahead and summon the whole team, Fourth Mirror. Considering the gravity of our endeavor, we can't allow a little thief to spoil the show. Parasite of the Remembrance. Do you truly think your atrocious disguise can outwit the keen sight of a genius like myself? Once you're reflected in my mirrors. You can forget about escaping.
Oh dear, this is bad. Right, stay alive, and again, I can strive. Retreat into the memory zone for now. I can always regroup and try again.
Someone hasn't been paying attention.
What is Remembrance or Garden of Recollection trying to do on her space station? They act as if they were stealing something.
Didn't hear me, did you? For those petty tricks of yours. Do you actually think you can slip away right under my nose?
Herta. Madam Herta, wait. What do you want with me? I'll spill it all. The garden's secrets, and what they're after. Everything. Please, just spare me.
Well, is that all you've got to say while your life is at stake? That's hardly worth anything.
What?
Need a little refresher? I am Herta, Genius Society number 83, the one to unravel the mystery behind the imaginary leakage phenomenon, and key holder of the imaginary implosion pulse. Do you honestly believe I'd seek any counsel from you? Hush now. Keep quiet. This is my moment to shine, so just listen. You crept in here to steal Noose's memories, didn't you? And messing with my precious audience system is just a ruse to lure me here so I can lead you to them. What a shame. You're only a step away from completing the mission assigned to you. As if. Truth is, you never stood a chance from the get-go. Think I only have fourth mirror following me around? Oh, then you've let your guard down. Because her siblings have long been watching your every move. Now, let me think. What kind of punishment should I subject a brazen thief like you to? Oh, I know. You garden folk have a fondness for mirrors, huh? How about letting you enjoy some quality time with your favorite object? A mirror. As for the length of your punishment, let's keep it mildly punitive. How about 100th of a lifetime? That should be enough for some serious self-reflection. Oh, cheer up. You can still do your part for this world while trapped in a mirror. For all you know, your weak path energy could just help me get droid head looking this way. Oh, I should make myself clear. When I said 100th of a lifetime, I meant my lifetime.
Ooh. That's a lot of years.
At long last, we can finally be at ease now that we've nipped those problems in the bud.
This is yummy.
Well, cut that out! Those weird noises make me seem like I've got a few screws loose. Put that little thief to sleep for now. We can decide her fate later.
Oh, sweet and venerable Madam Herta, when did your heart turn this tender?
The audience system has been rebooted. This is finally it. After all that I have done to reach you, droid head. You better not snub me.
Should I be worried about myself or Herta? I'm worried about Herta. Herta's sanity!
Huh?
The path space. This isn't a figment of the simulated universe, but a perfectly tangible and accessible space. Right. Now's not the time to wallow in nostalgia. Droid head, will you answer me?
What is that? There's planets there, you think?
Madam Herta, we picked up some voices from the space.
Let me hear them. Is this binary arithmetic? Could it be droid head? Wait. There shouldn't be a 2 in binary arithmetic. Is this some kind of prank?
Madam Herta, we're hearing those voices again. What now? What should we do?
Keep your cool, second mirror. What did they say this time? Play it again for me. Door? Locked? No. This isn't the voice of the path at all. What in the world is going on?
Madam Herta, those lads outside seem to be discussing something interesting. Want to listen in on them?
Third mirror. Stop that nightmarish cackle. It's giving me goosebumps. Wait. Did you say those lads outside? Could it be?
Why don't you listen for yourself?
This isn't right. I'm sure we got intruders in the lab.
Oh, Mr. Yang?
I'm not sure she'll be happy about it, but we've got some time to wait.
Wait! Stop! Whatever you're about to do, no, don't even think about it. Whoever you are, you better not interrupt me right now. I must continue forward. Just a few more steps and I'll be able to see Droid Head.
Is something wrong, Madam Herta?
No, it's nothing. I was just thinking.
Madam Herta? I think you'll want to listen to the voices from beyond this space.
I'll leave it to you then, Mrs.
Just... They're going to pack it up, don't they? They are.
Wait, what are they up to? Is this the Harmony? Ridiculous. Hoping to stop me with such cheap parlor tricks? Not a chance.
He easily dispelled the resonance with his subconscious mind. As expected of an emulator. Is there something else we can try?
Presumptuous fellows. Who are you to interrupt Madam Herta's experiment? Let's ignore them and keep going. We haven't seen news yet.
Forget it, Mirror. Let's just leave.
Leave? Surely you're not suggesting we stop the audience experiment right now? That's beyond all reason, ma'am. We went through so much just to get here. And now we're just one step away from making contact with the Eon themselves. Please! You know how insanely costly it is to reboot the audience system.
But if I were to ignore those two intruders and continue onward, When Droidhead casts their gaze upon the space station, the blast of energy generated in that instant is sure to burn them to a crisp. Experiments can always be repeated, but humans cannot be brought back to life.
Herta, since when do you care about other people?
Oh, Madam Herta, so selfless and kind. I am truly a lucky bear to have found the best possible master.
Enough! Don't use that nauseatingly fawning tone on me. Looks like I'll have to abort this prematurely again. But mark my words, Droidhead. I will be back for you.
Madam Herta? You're finally awake.
You, too, are lucky that she didn't walk you on your heads just now.
You two? Oh, my plan is ruined. And it's all thanks to you.
Your plan?
My sincerest apologies, Madam Herta. We weren't aware this was a part of your plan. The space station was in complete darkness when we arrived, so Sunday and I assumed something bad had happened. We continued further into the space station, hoping to find the cause of the blackout, and that's when we chanced upon your actual self.
How did you get in?
The door wasn't locked.
All right, fine. I am a person of reason, after all. You're not to blame for this. I am familiar with Mr. Yang of the Astral Express. But the one next to you?
Looks like Madam Herta doesn't pay much attention to cosmic news.
Please pardon my manners. It is unbecoming of me to forget the most basic of courtesies amid all that has happened. My name is Sunday, and I'm just a passenger of the Express.
And this, unremarkable passenger happens to be a Harmony Pathstrider? Do you take me for a child? In any case, I don't suppose you came all the way here just to check on how the space station is doing?
Well, we were worried for a moment there, but it's good to know the space station isn't in any kind of trouble. We're here because of Amphorius, Madam Herta.
Why does that not surprise me?
Oh, something occurred to you?
No! I've told Himiko everything I know. Nothing about the world sounds right. Droidhead has cast their gaze upon numerous worlds in the past, and every one of them is etched in my mind. So how could I possibly not know about it? Perhaps those garden folks lied to you. Anyhow, I've looked up the name Amphorius in the simulated universe. Though clearly irrelevant results have already been filtered out, there's still an unbelievably long list of generated results. Something about how the Divine Amphorius team will swap out their current crest emblem for one in King Babaru's likeness in the next season. I hope that can be of some help to you.
We may as well take a look at it.
I still don't get it, though. Didn't the Astral Express already depart some time ago? Is that world so incredibly spectacular that it warrants this return trip?
Well, that's because we're caught between a rock and a hard place. If Amphorius is indeed inextricably entwined with eons, paths, and even the erudition, we're going to need the wisdom of a genius to help us, especially now that we've seen the planet for ourselves.
Elaborate a little on this rock and a hard place you're caught between.
We've lost all contact with two indispensable companions since they entered Amphorius. And that's not all. One of our other companions is suffering from a serious and inexplicable affliction.
Yay, my POV back. have been this excited for a while now. What did you feed them? More like they snack food themselves. They don't seem to need food.
Ma'am.
Forget it. You can skip the translation. I can somehow tell that none of that chatter is meaningful. It's almost time. The crisis heirs should be finishing up their preparations at the Vortex's Genesis. Let's go witness the core flames return when you're ready. I have bad feeling about this. This Herta's POV didn't make me less worried. She said something about swapping thing for a thing in some king's likeness. And I didn't like that.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Oh, Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
Your guests are here, Phainon. We can begin the ritual now.
Lord Mighty isn't here yet.
It's fine, Miss Caceres. He spoke to me already. I told him he should be nurturing his wounds, and that he shouldn't be worrying about all this comrades once-in-a-lifetime ascension ritual stuff. So, I'm ready to begin.
Teacher, show him the way forward.
Despite the myriad dark and endless nights that have gone by, the guidance of the prophecy is nevertheless as clear and bright as the first ray of dawn. Overthrow the gods, it declared. Restore the core flames, it declared. Bear the divine authority, it declared. Forge miracles, it declared. O prophecy, forgive us for this late tribute. We, Chrysos Eris, have striven to start the flame chase journey anew over these myriad nights. The seeds we sowed have finally yielded a good harvest. The 7th core flame needed for the miracle that once belonged to the great Lance of Fury, Nikador, shall now be returned by an elected hero of the Chrysos heirs, an upstanding citizen, a valiant warrior, and a noble soul. Please step forward, Phainon of Ides Elysiae. Recite with us.
O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
Surrender the core flame, Chrysos heir.
Seek and hold to submit the core flame and complete your objective.
The Lance of Fury's constellation is illuminated. Why is the vortex this silent? Was it also like that in the past?
Patience, Phainon. Do not make us question this decision.
Lord Nias?
I'm afraid he's not the person you know, Castorus. That is a manifestation of the prophecy, an echo of the Titan's divinity. It is here to examine the Titan's successor. Mortal, who wishes to inherit my divine authority. Your strength and character have been thoroughly tested. Yet your will wavers.
Ooh.
If you are to inherit Nikador's relentless fight against the unspeakable Black Tide, you must accept a trial of divinity. Prove that you possess an indestructible will, and vanquish the fears deep in your heart.
Vanquish the fears in my heart. So be it. No matter what obstacles you plan to put in my way, I'm ready to overcome them. For our prophesied tomorrow, I will become the god Amphorius needs.
Come with me, Phainon of Aegis Elysiae.
In fear, you shall abandon your mortal body, and in suffering, be reborn as a god. Wait for my return, my friends.
Lord Phainon is gone?
He has stepped onto the battlefield to fight a campaign that can only be won by him alone. All we can do is wait and have faith.
That is exciting.
I pray you truly are prepared, Lord Phainon.
You seem worried.
I spoke at length with Lord Phainon before. There was hesitation in his words. The manifestation of the prophecy must have seen this. It saw Lord Phainon's heart wavering. Wherever he is, whatever he is fighting, I pray he makes it through this test.
Phainon steers his own fate. If he can conquer his fear and return as a demigod, we will be one step closer to the miracle that the prophecy promised.
You have a lot of faith in him. What if he fails?
That would mean his time hasn't come yet, and that there is a more arduous mission for him to see through. You must have noticed by now. Every Chrysos heir here bears a flaw of sorts. Be it the curse of immortality, or the constant erosion of their humanity, or... But not Phainon. He is a Chrysos heir without flaw. A perfect vessel for divinity.
Maybe that is the problem. I feel like Agria may not see the full picture. Maybe the divine authority should be only bestowed on those who have at least one flaw. Because if there is someone without flaws, you run into a very, very big Like, probability that something will go wrong.
There will come a day when he leads everyone we have left, through the gates of the miracle.
Why are you sleeping? Looks like she fell asleep. Presiding over this ritual must have taken a toll.
Snowy. Will succeed.
Still too late, huh?
Oops, missed the party. Phainon said you weren't coming.
The constellation of the Lance of Fury is already illuminated. That must mean...
The core flame has been surrendered. The Lord Phainon's test isn't over yet. The prophecy sent an ambassador. They acknowledged Lord Phainon's strength and character, but had doubts about his strength of will. He must conquer his fear and prove himself to the prophecy.
I was right to be worried. I want to formally thank you, outsiders. Were it not for your aid, our campaign against Nikador would have been 100 times more arduous.
Now you're nice to me. Talk is cheap. Isn't it nice to be polite?
Kremnoans revere strength and military might. That does not mean we lack etiquette.
You did lack etiquette in our previous conversations at every turn. Mighty, what do you mean when you said you were worried?
They don't know yet? That guy has always been tormented by his past. I may not be the right person to tell you about him, but you must know his past if you are to continue fighting alongside Phainon.
Lord Mighty, please allow me.
Very well.
Before he was chosen by the prophecy, Lord Phainon had everything taken away from him. His home, his family, his close friends. Everything he once swore to protect. He became a hollowed shell in his youth, and the blazing flames of vengeance were the only thing sustaining him. The prophecy gave him a new mission, granting him a new life as a Chrysos heir. But which is more important to him? His new mission, or his desire for revenge? I'm afraid only he knows. No. Perhaps he himself is still struggling to get to an answer.
I acknowledge his strength, but fear is something not even the sharpest of swords can cut through. I hope you've toughened your resolve, Deliverer.
You are gay.
Only a will as tough as stone can shatter the darkest nightmares.
Is something wrong? Don't keep me in suspense. Come on, tell me already. What did you see?
I just wanted to get a reaction out of you. Alright, I'll tell you.
She sounded like ma'am.
This card is the Deliverer.
Deliverer? What does that mean?
The interpretation is really long. Maybe I should just skip it. All you need to know is, this card means you'll be a hero, worshipped by all. You will protect this world and save lots and lots of people from scary enemies with your sword. Do you like the sound of that?
But...
What's the matter? This is a good card.
But I don't want to be everyone's hero. I just want to stay in this village with everyone I know. Grandpa and Grandma said the outside world is full of bad people. That's why they're always at war. Who wants to save bad people like them? I can be a hero, but only our village's little hero.
Well, little hero, if the day comes for us to say goodbye to ID Silizii, Could you become a deliverer then?
Do I have to leave the village?
Mm-hmm. If something like that happens, someone will have to save the world.
Then I'll...
Hmm? I'm just teasing you. Don't worry. ID Silicii is a peaceful place. Bad people won't reach us here. Are you going home already? If you're not in a hurry, should we go play with the fairies again?
Oh, fairies! Okay, I love playing with them. I'll win back the wooden sword I lost to them.
Look at how excited that got you. Let's go then. May this world never have need for a deliverer.
Oh. I don't like this picture. Looks like that. Pom-Pom, have you prepared our meals already?
Of course the food's ready! March isn't feeling well, so Pom-Pom has specially prepared the conductor's special bland meal that'll be easy on her stomach. Can you bring it to her, Himiko?
Gladly. Why don't we also get her off?
Nuh-uh! No coffee when she's already feeling unwell!
I guess you're right. March, I'm coming in, okay? Oh. What is happening? Don't do this to me!
Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like
cliffhanger! How dare you? How dare you? In that down-kissed city-state, a hero from the Outlands joined the ranks of the Flame Phase. Inspirations born from the journey are to be penned in the pages of history. Jesus Christ. Oh, I got other people. Okay, let's start with upbeat. That's cool. Team of Thread and Flock. Okay, my city that warriors look back upon before marching toward the battlefield. The holy city, the sanctuary of all the cities. Just as the poet,
the epitome of magnificence, unbounded benevolence.
Just as the poets of the city have sung. And the beauty of the holy city is like Agria herself, rested in finery and of noble birth. She is the dressmaster of Okamon, the one who weaves with golden thread.
But there's one thing she'll never be able to achieve. She will never be able to produce something seamless.
A jealous whisper can be heard. Golden threads quiver and a gentle wind rustles by her ear. She maintains her silence, but others find it pleasant. Is that so hard? Her scissors and rulers are better than any garment to make her. Sculpting forms as perfect as the god.
Lady Aglaya, grace our eyes with your most elegant creation.
Ingratiating words do not sit well with me, nor do duplicitous machinations.
Her gaze splits across the Stoa equally regarding every member of the public. They used to wonder how exactly do her eyes perceive if something is beautiful or not. As with the holy city that's perpetually bathed in light, how do people tell apart holy mornings and Christmas? For the weaver, the answer lies in her golden thread. Golden thread of the goddess of romance now serve as her hands up. The colors of the world intertwined with the undertones of human heart. Horror flooding towards her, come flooding towards her. These golden threads are no less prideful than the master they now belong to.
As long as the thread has form, it is enough to craft seamless finery.
Be it stitched finely and tightly or cut cleanly with a single stroke.
Hardly a challenge. None of these pose a challenge.
The rhyme rolls off like seams, like a soft sigh from lips. That's not a rhyme, that's just repetition. The one who weeps gold gazes past me, fixed on something much farther, a network of threads that entwine all between the heaven and earth. The only challenge that she relentlessly dedicates herself to is weaving the fate of Optima into flawless, seamless act. A long line stretched across the square, merchants, shopkeepers, and even high society elite, all lined up together without distinction. At the head of the line was the path to Agli of the Holy. Is the holy city's fashion trendsetter going to reveal her novice masterpiece?
She's about to get rid of her failed pieces!
Now I see why the Holy City is free of worries. Even as the inn nears, they're still obsessed with lavish clothing.
New to Okema, a visitor from elsewhere ends up utterly bewildered at the sight. It is said that the family of priests who worship Nestia go way back with the weaver. But her impeccable gift for weaving isn't meant to serve anyone's pursuit for pleasure. What was once a sacred duty was misunderstood by the beauty-obsessed who mistook fallen shreds for priceless treasure.
Are flawed creations really still worth the people's adoration?
Yes. The weaver shakes her head. She seems to have forgotten something. It is precisely the flawed hero who walks ahead of the crowd, who casts a long shadow over the world and who strides towards everlasting era. There are, nevertheless, people whom the weaver is willing to sue and tailor for. Her conditions are beauty sharp as blade and the pursuit of beauty.
Me! I want to be showered with a thunderous ovation and lots of flowers.
A melodramatic poet speaks out.
I want to stir her emotions.
The voice of a blushing young babe.
Do I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the Abyss. I want to get a pair of shoes for her.
A seated child speaks up. Next to him is a barefooted girl, staying silent with her head kept low. Unfortunately, gold threads are willful things. They are never swayed by sympathy or pity. A tense and worried look surfaces on the young child's countenance. The specks of dirt on his face brought back memories of the past.
Go.
The weaver
Go to the 3 children in the city.
The messengers of Janus, they will bring him the shoes. The guiding light. In a corner of Okama, the newly arrived traveler stops for a moment. He rubs his eyes.
1, 2, 3? There's 3 identical children?
The 3 children have different smiles. One is beaming, one has a sharp grin, and one is smiling serenely. Yet each of them looks just as mysterious as the other 2.
Stranger, welcome to the Holy City. We will show you the way forward.
Trebios. This name has not been mentioned for some. Only the elderly priest of Yanusopolis know the true significance of this name.
High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
As music from his hometown plays, the smiling children gather around the old man. They wish that the twilight breeze would carry away all tales of sadness. The end times looms like a dark cloud, hanging over the holy city's residents and shrouding them with warnings.
Hello? Do you need our help?
Like torches dancing in the wind, the children illuminate the eyes. They wipe away the woman's tears. Babies sleep amidst whispers. On the windowsill of those in prayer, their light footprints remain. The students call them
the 3 pillars of Akama.
Yet they simply shake their head.
There's no need to be so somber. How about we play a game together? Guess who we are?
The 3 soared and landed in front of the town hall.
You're Trian,
an old man says.
No, we're Phainon.
Phainon is the quietest of the trio.
Are you Phainon?
A young girl asks.
Wrong! We're actually Trian.
Trian is the most spirited of the trio.
Then you must be Trevi.
A child shouts.
You're right! Good job!
Trevi is as enthusiastic as she is adorable. It matters not whether they can tell the trio apart. Of most importance is their sincere smile.
We will show you the path to take.
The children fly ahead, guiding the lost back to the main road. So you literally show people the right path to take.
You're lucky. You merely took a wrong turn.
The children flew before me. It was rare to see them so quiet.
However, there are many more unfortunate souls who have lost their direction in life.
There was once a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in a distant city far away. The child leaned toward the soldier and said nary a word as she listened to his final words of comfort. As for the other 2 children, they were in the city beside the bed upon which a woman was lying in eternal rest, wailing uncontrollably. Not only do the 3 children share each other's senses, their souls are also interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other 2 will burst into tears at once.
Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead.
The child wipes away her tears of reminiscence.
Our greatest talent is performing Amphorius' nursery rhymes.
But those nursery rhymes have been told over and over, that any literate child could recite them by heart.
How rude!
The child gently picks my forehead.
You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intentions instead.
In this lush land by God's chosen, giants raise their glasses in toast. People commonly see the children riding on enormous flaming torches, looking like shooting stars blazing through the holy city.
How dangerous!
An old man worriedly wishes the children to stop.
Not Phainon.
The quiet child shakes her head.
That's Trian!
The exuberant child raises her hand.
Ugh, stop nagging.
The mischievous child pouts.
Can't I just play with something I've created?
Every child in the world loves to play, and Trebios is no exception. Every child in the world is afraid of pain, yet Trebios tries to act tough.
Initially, there were many more of us. The others have merely gone one step ahead.
The children swore they were already adults, yet when they carelessly hit the city gate, they cried out in pain together. The tripartite prophecy is but a distant ritual, and the Chrysos wore a painful frame. Echoes from the Gate of Infinity occasionally draws her awake, and the distant travels of her identical sisters sometimes inspire uncertainty within her. A new journey only begins when the previous one comes to an end. Despite time marching forward endlessly, the children always manage to stay true to their hearts. They are all that remains of one another. Whirling in fallen blue. I see a sword that grants death, a shackle of destiny, next to the silver-haired girl worshipped at the demise palace. The sword stained with unknown blood, lying shattered and snapped. The shackle chained pale wrist, dotted in chickening cracks. The priest asked with a shaking voice, "Upon whose fingertips will the butterfly perch?" The girl never answered, like death itself waited in silent solemnity. People often say that dying is to meet the palm of the hand of shadow, and dreaming is to be brushed by their fingers a little. In the mirages, when the girl petted death, she seeks black waterfalls foaming them below, pouring down from a chasm in the sky, where a solitary tower will stand torrents shallow. When she wakes, she can still feel the water's freezing touch, and the cacophonous billow, like the wail of the dead, the howl of beasts, in confusion, delirium, and clamors follow. The girl's embrace is not meant for the living. Thousands have entered the eternal sleep in her arms, granting to the dead solace and dignity. She mentions a ferocious warrior feared in battle.
She did not go with a smile, but to me she cursed. "Oh, life's end, how ugly you are, how despicable."
And from that day on she adorned herself. Her dress, white as a radiant moon, became always dotted with flowery petals.
For if death cannot be avoided,
so said the girl,
I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
Among the manifold rites about death, the ones she knows with most intimacy are burial rites. One burial of unfamiliar countenance after another wherever she presided, from the angelic visage of a babe fast in the cradle to the despairing eyes of the mother drowning in sorrow, from the scars on a war-battered general's torso to the unending tears pouring from his bereft widow. Yet she remembers not a single living human she had seen. Even in the mirror she thinks her own face strange with an alien glow. In the countless words buried in forgetfulness, the only thing she manages to glean is a mockery to fate, a sarcastic whistle.
Stay alive.
When she cast aside the shackle and stepped beyond Idonia, a déjà vu most violent seizes her whole. Did she perchance conduct some previous escape? Illusions dance across her eyes. She had once drifted in an endless river, then drove her single boat out of the deluge. She had wandered in the battlefield covered in corpses, then recovered the path back to life. Why must she escape over and over again? She now knows the answer and quivers, for it is a ludicrous surmise. The woman embodying death walks this world only because she knows she must be alive. But alas, at that time she knows not that death is not the end. Why I can finish the sentence? Why are you disappearing? Can you just wait for me to just leave? This is so annoying. The moment at the bottom there appears the act ends thingy, you can't finish reading the fucking sentence. I am reading aloud slower than I do when I am not reading aloud. That lost voyage. In Emporius, untitled statues are a prevalent state. As for the inspiration behind the statues, they are said to be the clay figures that Kefali made at the world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood to course through. Just the very first mortals roamed the earth, receiving the gods' mercy while realizing the sorrows of this world. In front of the statue, the people of the holy city beheld a man, Phainon of Aedes Elysia. He never spoke of his origins, only using this name to nonchalantly identify himself.
That's not really his name, is it?
People cast sidelong glances at him, their minds swirling with doubt. The man merely responds with a breezy smile, neither confirming nor disproving their speculation. Phainon is a soldier, one with divinity coursing through his veins. Responding to the gold weaver's rally call, he traveled long and far to reach the holy city, eager to bring life to the hero's heart.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust.
Ballads reach him through the breeze, as though soft voices meant for him, and he responds in kind.
No matter. My existence is of little consequence.
Aedes Elysia, the man's hometown, shrouded in secrecy just like his past. Some have searched for that distant village, yet found it neither written about nor passed down to song. In every nostalgic reflection, the man crafted a vision of paradise with his exquisite voice. Yet within the ancient text of the holy city, the history of that frontier village remains more obscure than the days to come. In the far-off future, the land of Emporius will bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, the man will inscribe an eternal mark in the crisis epic. Yet his real name may never be heard in this world again.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Some too losing themselves at the very beginning of their journey. Sally, I've been wondering, did you used to take breaks during your travels? I believe in a work-life balance. No, Trailblaze never rest. Some things are beyond my control. It seems like Emporius' hectic days are winding down. Why not take a moment to unwind in the bath chamber? It's pretty relaxing. There might not be new stories for a while. Great. Tales take time to craft. I'm getting impatient. They will be in the next update. I will wait patiently for these enchanting tales. Right here in Dreamland, you're coming back, aren't you? Thank you. Listening to Talia tell stories always brightens my day, even if it's not a daily treat. I'll always look forward to it. Until next time, Talia. Hello, Anoino. Ooh, that's a lot of rewards. Oh, so there are like 3 quests now available to do. They look important. Esteemed guest, are you near the Thomas workshop? It seems a commotion has broken out there. Do you think you can go and take a look? I can take a look. Okay, I guess we finished the store. Yeah. Already got. I was like wondering if it would go further and show us him coming back, but no. How to read the voices of channel? Like how to leave this place without teleporting somewhere? There's no clue. Such long-awaited satisfaction. Thank you, my dear. This ambrosia has sobered me up a little. The visage of your reflection so good-looking that I can't help but get all spirit out. Thanks for the compliment. Time. How long has passed? Oronek, you move fast. This starry sky, I see. She still hasn't given up. You are also full in this banquet. Dance hard then, indulge hard, waste time hard. Little fishy that wants to swim before tomorrow. When your banquet ends, the absurdity that you will see when you sober up will be the price of violence in a rage. What are you even saying? What the heck are you? You speak less sense sober than when you're drunk. Ambrosia, Ambrosia, the tide's voice is languid once more. Its words fragmented like water splashes. It seems like base in desires for liquid is insatiable, an ever unquenchable patron of Ambrosia. I already unlocked the full path that after this start. Wait for my distraction. Sorry. Yes.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Why did my game default to this quest? I have tons of quests. Ooh. I am happy the adventure is finished. The main storyline was getting long. How many hours was it? I feel like it was 15 hours quest. And it was only the main storyline, not everything else. No events, no. Just 15 hours of going around doing the main story. Anyway, I am finished for today, I guess. And we'll look for someone to raid now. Ow, ow, something. Ow. Look at it, something. Must be. No, I don't know. English bad. I can't speak English more. I lost the word. I don't even know how to say. I'm boring. I am boring. I'm always picking the same people to raid. That's because I'm afraid. I'm afraid to raid someone else. I'm afraid of new contact. Thank you for being here and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.